I really appreciate that Keisha has it has that self-awareness enough to know that she really needs therapy. She was already feeling down about being fired. And hell, this is long overdue. She should have been got therapy after the abduction that happened a few seasons ago. Hey, what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and we're talking about the latest episode of The Shaad, Season 6, Episode 5, titled One of Them Nights. And boy, was it one of those nights. Of course, this episode mainly revolved around the proms, as we see these kids growing up on their own and all that good stuff. I'm going to get into that, but first, I'd rather get into the adults first. And I'm going to start with Emmett. And if you come across this video, please let me know in the comments if I'm tripping. Do y'all think Emmett still likes Tiff? Because the reason why I bring that up, Emmett really came at Douda like he had nothing to lose after he found out about Tiffany's car being broken into and stolen and all that good jazz. Especially after it was already taken care of from Rob, Tiffany's actual boyfriend or whatever, and her former fling. His name escapes right now. I think Dante, but even the former fling. So you got the former fling, her actual boyfriend already addressed the issue about the car. Emmett finds out about it a little later and steps to Douda straight up, telling him F you to his face and everything. So I don't know, man. I really felt like he was really risking it all, especially after you witnessed Douda kill somebody because he was chewing too loud, and he had the nerve to talk back to Douda for chewing too loud. So it's kind of crazy on Emmett's part. And speaking of Emmett, I really, maybe it's a little too early for a prediction, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Because of that question I asked, I really feel like Emmett might be the one who tries to shoot a shot at Tiffany for some reason. It's like he's already felt a way that Tiffany didn't, contact him about the car being stolen. Already felt a way to the point where he's willing to risk it all against a stone cold killer. And then now you got this kind of, little bit of a rough patch in relationships, which of course is normal. That is normal, common to happen. Whether you're married, living together, you're going to bump heads, you're going to get on each other's nerves. So I don't know, man. I really felt like he might try to shoot a shot at Tiff for some weird reason. Call it something that's way out of left field. I really appreciate this type of bond that's going on between Tiara and Emma. Unfortunately, because while they were bonding over, helping her, shop for a prom dress last minute, helping her relax with like this spa day treatment, all that jazz. Unfortunately, it seems like there might be a rift with Marcus and Tiara after Marcus was very, very critical of Gemma, excuse me. After Marcus was being very critical of Gemma's prom dress, which in my opinion, wasn't that bad. That's just me. Prom was definitely looked like it was a lit time. And of course you could kind of see, the writing on the wall or, a little bit of a prediction there. I was definitely hoping that nothing happened to Lynae while Bakari is driving from prom. And although nothing happened, I really felt bad for Bakari getting pulled over, speeding, all the other jazz, and having to be called into the station. Therefore, disappointing Lynae's bigger brother, played by Vic Mensa. So I felt like Bakari dropped the ball. He definitely appears that it appears that Bakari is aware that he dropped the ball as well. And and that's a number one rule Vic had. Hey, don't have my sister tied up in your BS. So I'm sure that relationship is not going to be the best. I'm talking about Vic and Bakari. Speaking of Bakari sitting here throwing money around, offers two grand for Shaad to watch over some guns, and I ain't gonna front. I of course, spoiler alert, I don't have any criminal knowledge like that, any criminal experience. But I will say, I was impressed that Shaad at least had the wherewithal to hide this bag full of dangerous guns in like this big vent somewhere. You know, knowing my dumb behind, I would have like hid it in my closet or something. But at least he was smart enough to do that. You know, hopefully nothing comes of that. You know, hopefully FBI's not sniffing around and somehow gets a tip to check out Shaad and his girlfriend's home. Speaking of FBI, we definitely see that the FBI is calling Victor to question. So I'm definitely sad to see that go down. Vic is already a little on edge because he literally helped Douda bury this body of Q. And so, yeah. And even with that, you know, FBI is now getting involved. He already had to let his advisor know. Who knows if his advisor has loose lips like that, which I do think is a little suspicious. It's like the moment you tell your advisor that you helped Douda bury your body, next you know FBI is knocking at your door. Like, you know, just me personally, I don't. I mean, I'm sure I'm wrong, but I don't know who else would have told. It's like, you tell your number one advisor that very same episode, hell, that very same night, it seemed like FBI is at Victor's door with some questions. So, yeah, I don't see who else could have told other than the advisor, either the advisor or maybe the real estate boyfriend. But Lynn Whitfield, I'm glad to see her again. She definitely is up to something as well. I really felt like this other woman that is a club owner that lets Douda, you know, use the club when it's closed. I don't know. I feel like Lynn has something up her sleeve. Maybe trying to, clearly is using this woman to get some information out of Douda. You know, having Douda's guard down. You know, they're already having sex in the previous episode, so she's there clearly working with Lynn. Already got the in a roundabout way, already got the confession from Douda that he did kill Q. So it's really just a matter of her going back to Lynn, letting Lynn know, hey, Douda really did do that. If you want to get him out of here. So yeah, and it seems like she does know that it was really Douda. She's just really biding her time for some. I really appreciate that Keisha has has that self-awareness enough to know that she really needs therapy. She was already feeling down about being fired, and hell, this is long overdue. She should have been got therapy after the abduction that happened a few seasons ago. So definitely therapy for her is long overdue. I definitely hope maybe we see some type of fast forward action to where, I don't know, she's seeing this therapist that Dre recommended, that she's seeing this therapist like at least, you know, maybe 3-4 sessions, like at least a month's worth of visits or something like that. So she definitely has a lot to unpack. And Emmett does as well. I know he has that group therapy, that group thing he does with the boys, but he could definitely use some more therapy also. So definitely a lot to get into, man. I can't wait for the next episode. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree with my questioning if Emmett still has feelings for Tiff? That's why he was so up in arms about her car getting stolen, to the point where he wants to step to Douda. Hell, do you feel like there's going to be, do you feel like it's only a matter of time before Douda gets wiped out and maybe we have a new villain in Lynn Whitfield's character? Let me know what you guys think. Love it or hate it. That's just my recap and review. Peace.